Back again with a new video. So last video I talked about how I wanted to wait until I had everything come in from all my overseas shipments. I decided that I'll just make videos after 2 or 3 of them come in. So 2 packages have come in, one from the UK and then the other one from Sweden. So we'll just dive into the the Swedish one. So these come from a seller on eBay known as ML Collectibles, and I've bought several lots from this guy. It's fantastic. I'm able to win auctions back to back to back on the days that he has all his auctions ending. And so this one has 18. This is the biggest one by far. I think nearly double the size of the last one. So, yeah. First one is Vitaly Davidov, however you pronounce his name. This is a 1970 Swedish set. Blank back. It's not a rookie, but he was nominated to the IIHF Hall of Fame. He was a part of the Soviet Union team that got gold in the Olympics in 64, 68, and 72. He also played his entire club career with Dynamo Moscow of the top Soviet hockey championship. Next, Vladimir Petrov. Same set as the last one. He played for the Soviet Ice Hockey League, the CSKA Moscow from 67 to 81, and Leningrad from 81 to 83. He got a gold on the Soviet Union team in 72, 76, and he was a part of the Russian team that lost the U.S. in 1980. He is also part of the IIHF Hall of Fame. It's not a rookie. He's got earlier issues in the 60s. So a lot of these hockey players, these are not rookies. I will designate which ones are rookies and which ones aren't. I was able to win most of these for a couple bucks. So this is Anders Hedberg, 1973 Williams Forelegs set. I just like the look of these cards. And so any Hall of Famer, either that be in the Hockey Hall of Fame or the IIHF, which stands for the International Ice Hockey Federation Hall of Fame, I'll grab them if they're a couple bucks. If they're a part of a set that I don't have representing my collection, I'm not trying to complete, have a card from every single set, but I just, when I buy, because in this lot there are several rookie cards I've been chasing after. And so whenever I buy cards, I just like adding on to the lot that I'm getting. And so Anders Hedberg was the first European-born player to make an impact in North America. He played internationally for the Sweden men's national ice hockey team. He was inducted into the IIHF Hall of Fame in 1997. He played in the NHL for 7 seasons, and he played for the New York Rangers. For World Championships, he got a silver in 1970 and bronzes in 72, 73, and 74. From that same set, you have Brad Park. He's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He was elected in 1988. He was named one of the 100 greatest NHL players in history. His team never hoisted the Stanley Cup, and he played from 1968 to 1985. Last one from that set is Alexander Maltsev. He was a Russian former professional ice hockey forward and politician. He began his sports career at Olympia Kurakovchek of his hometown. He then played for Dynamo Moscow in 530 games from 1967 to 1984. He represented the Soviet Union and got gold in 1972, 1976, and he got a silver in 1980. Yeah. So these are fun. The reason I got these is because they have the Pepsi back. And they were notable players. So I have several cards from this set already. This is Alexander Kasatonov. I'm bad at pronouncing these names. But the set is from 1989. It's known as the Swedish Simic World Championship sticker set. And this is the Pepsi back. So this guy got into the IIHF Hall of Fame. This is not a rookie, but it's pretty close. Again, all these players I plan on getting their rookie cards when they come up, or when I choose to go after more hockey cards. I think I'm going to transition and pick up more basketball and football cards. Start scratching off the names of the Hall of Fame cards that I don't already have. I think the football will be pretty easy to complete, apart from, Bronco Nagurski and some of those other 1930 players. But yeah. So this guy is Sergey Makarov. He was an ice hockey right wing, and he played for CSKA Moscow. And he is also part of the IIHF Hall of Fame. He was inducted in 2001, and he was also inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2016. He was voted one of the 6 players to the International Ice Hockey Federation, Federation's Centennial All-Star Team, and I showed off his rookie earlier in an earlier video. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. So I actually did some rearranging. The background may look a little different. I'm going to hang up 2 autographed bats I have above the wall, above these cards I have. And then I'm going to hang up these 3. 1 Type 1 photograph, and then 2 All-Star photos out of the 1954 All-Star team set that was made. But I cleaned out my desk, cleaned my room up a little bit, and now my desk is filled with a lot of the graded cards I had stacked up on the desk. Everything's neat, and I know where everything's at. And if I'm gone for a long period of time, I'm able to lock everything up. So the next card is Tommy Soderstrom, and this is the Prip Energy back. Oh, there's a bug on it. Gross. So this set is named the 1991-92 Swedish Simic Elitserien set. Tommy, I think I was just more intrigued of the back than the player. Doesn't look like he got into any of the Hall of Fames. He did win gold medal in 1991 and 1992 and a silver in 1993. He played in the NHL for the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders. For the rest of his career, he played from 1989 to 2000 in Sweden. So, from that same set with the Cloetta back, Mikael Renberg. He is a Swedish former professional ice hockey player. Last playing for a team in Sweden, he spent 10 seasons in the NHL and 8 in the Swedish Elite League. He got a gold in 1998, a silver in 93, 2003, a bronze in 2001. I don't see that he made it into any of the Hall of Fames. But yeah, so I just picked this up for the back because they were cheap. Marcus Naslund. He got a bronze medal in 2002, 1999, and a silver in 93. What else? I think he got into some of the Hall of Fames. So he was inducted into the Swedish Hockey Hall of Fame. I think he's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. But he received the Cyclone Taylor Trophy as the Canucks' most valuable player 5 times, and the Cyrus McAlean Trophy as the leading point scorer for 7 consecutive seasons. I would imagine he is in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He played from 1990 to 2010. And he was the 16th overall pick by the Pittsburgh Penguins in 1991. Floyd Patterson. So I got a bunch of his 50 cards. This is from 62. The exact set is the 1962 Dutch Gum Star Builder A Series, number 147. Of course, like I've said, Floyd Patterson got gold in the 1952 Helsinki Olympic Games in middleweight, and he's a part of the Boxing Hall of Fame. He has 55 wins and 8 losses, and 40 by knockout. So I think that's my 4th or 5th card of him. Paavo Nurmi. So this is actually a duplicate that I already have. This is a much better back. I was able to get this pretty easily. Didn't seem like too many people were after it. It's a great card of one of the greatest Olympians. 1931 Cloetta set. You're going to see this set a few more times in this video. He got a gold. He got 3 golds in 1920, 5 golds in 1924, and then 1 gold in 1928. He also got a silver in 1920 and 2 silvers in 1928. So he was a long-distance runner. He ran the 10,000 meter, the 1,500 meter, the 5,000 meter, 3,000 meter team, the individual cross country, the team cross country. Yeah, so that seems about all the ones. In 1952, he was the lighter of the Olympic flame at the Summer Olympics in Helsinki. He was a Finnish middle distance and long distance runner. He was called the Flying Finn or the Phantom Finn because he dominated distance running in the 1920s. Nurmi set 22 official world records at distance between 1,500 meters and 20 kilometers and won 9 gold medals and 3 silver medals in his 12 events in the Summer Olympic Games. At his peak, Nurmi was undefeated for 121 races at distances from 800 meter upwards. Throughout his 14-year career, he remained unbeaten in cross-country events and the 10,000 meters. Let me compare the one I have already. So that's the back. That's the back of the one I just got. So you'll pretty much always know that I got it from ML Collectibles because he ships each one with a little sticker on the penny sleeve. I keep most of the stickers and cards I get from his eBay together. They are pretty good ones to get graded someday. Maybe I might get them graded. So this is another from that 1931 Cloetta set of Rene Lacoste and Henri Cochet. So these were 2 of the 4 musketeers. The other 2, Jean Bortra and Jacques Brognon, I don't have represented in this set. I do have a postcard of Jean Bortra. I don't have anything of Brognon, but he does have a 1922 Felix Poten that I'm after. Lacoste was ranked the world #1 player from 1926, 1927, and 1929. He won a bronze medal at the 1924 Summer Olympics. He's also known worldwide as the creator of the Lacoste tennis shirt, which was introduced in 1929 and eventually founded the brand and its logo in 1933. Cochet was the world #1 ranked player and a member of the famous 4 Musketeers. He won 22 majors, including 7 Grand Slam singles, 5 doubles, and 3 mixed doubles. In addition, he won 3 singles, 2 doubles, and 1 mixed double in ILTF majors. He was ranked world #1 player for 4 consecutive years, 1928 through 1931. He turned professional in 1933, but after a less than stellar pro career, he was reinstated as an amateur in 1945 after the end of World War II. The 4 Musketeers were inducted simultaneously into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. The only soccer card in the lot, and I think the only soccer card I've bought from ML Collectibles, is this Tifolo Cubulus. He's known as the greatest soccer player coming out of Peru. This is a 1970 card. Let me read up the exact set. 1970 Swedish Semic FIFA World Cup set number 167. His earliest card is 1969. He has 2 from 2 albums coming out of Peru. They might be Peru, Colombia maybe, but there are less than, I think, 4 examples of the albums together. So there are like 4 stickers of his from 69. That's on my list to get, kind of like the Jairzinho. There's only 3 graded copies of that one. So that's on that same list. It'll probably be a little cheaper than the Jairzinho. But a little bit about Cubillas. He was a part of the Peruvian national team that won the 1975 Copa America. He helped Peru reach the quarterfinals at the 1970 FIFA World Cup and again at the 1978 World Cup. And he was elected South American Footballer of the Year in 1972. In 2004, Pele selected Cubillas as one of the FIFA 100, a list of 125 footballing greats. Cubillas is one of only 3 players to score 5 or more goals in 2 different World Cups, the other 2 being Klaus and Thomas Müller, so 2 German soccer players, 2 pretty recent German soccer players. So I've been wanting that sticker for a while, so I was pretty happy to grab that. Another one that I've been after, when I got this, I've only been after it for about 2 weeks. I was pretty happy to see that it went up for auction by ML Collectibles. I'll probably go after a second one just to have, probably a graded example. But this is 1970 sticker from the 1970-71 Swedish Williams hockey set, number 23 of Boris Salming. He was a defenseman who played professionally for 23 seasons for the club Toronto Maple Leafs, Detroit Red Wings, AIK, and Brynäs IF, which I'm assuming are Swedish teams. He spent 16 seasons with the Maple Leafs, and they retired as number 21 in 2016. Salming holds several Maple Leaf records, including the most assists. He was became the first European-born and trained player inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. He was named one of the 100 greatest players in the first century of the league, and he was a part of the IIHF Centennial All-Star Team in 2008. He got silver in 73 and bronze in 72, so I'm assuming Sweden lost to the national Russian hockey team. So he was also inducted into the IIHF Hall of Fame in 1998. So that Centennial All-Star team that I've talked about, I'm missing 2 rookies of Wayne Gretzky, 1 of Karla Manov, 3 of Tretiak. So that's 6 in all. So I'm missing 6 out from that team. And then these were the 2 that I wanted the most from ML Collectibles. And this is a Fred Perry from 1931. These are both rookies. The 1931 Cloetta, Fred Perry, pretty solid condition. I've gone after this card several times. And then the other one is much rarer, Mazetta chocolate set from 1931. This went far cheaper than this one. It's rougher, just by the back, but far rarer. Far, far rarer. A little bit about Fred Perry. He's in the Tennis Hall of Fame. He won the Australian Open in 34, the French Open in 35, Wimbledon in 1934, 35, and 36, and the U.S. Open in 33, 34, and 36. Grand Slam double results. He won in 34 the Australian Open and 33 in the French Open. And mixed doubles, he won in 32, 35, 36, and 37. I mean 32 for the French Open, Wimbledon, and US Open. So he's one of the greatest tennis players coming out of Great Britain. So those are all the cards from ML Collectibles. I also got in my second package. I got in from the UK. It's a 1908 Health and Strength postcard of A.D. Walgast. He's part of the Boxing Hall of Fame. Most of his rookies come from 1910, but this postcard is dated 1908. I'm familiar with the set. It's got Jack Johnson and a bunch more of those early 1900 boxers. I have one of a wrestler that is in my desk. I won't pull it out, but I'm just happy to get this for the price that I got it. We've been going on 26 minutes. The last thing is I just want to show the photos in the frames. So this is Willie Mays. He passed away earlier this year. Show that one last. Ed Matthews. Again, 1954 All-Star Team photo packet. I also have the Minoso and the Ralph Kiner from that set. I really want the, what's his name? I'm spacing. Hopefully I'll think of it during this. So this is type 1 photograph of Bill Tilden from 1922. I'm after his 1922 Felix Boughton. There are several tennis players from that set that I'm after. Yeah. So I'm after the Ernie Banks from that set. I think that's it. If you have any inquiries, questions on any of the items I showed off, just leave a comment. Yeah, I appreciate it. Peace.